Hello everybody and welcome back to my Houston Rockets rebuild. If you remember in the last episode, we pulled off a huge trade, sending away John Wall and getting back Obi Toppin and RJ Barrett from the New York Knicks. We tried to simulate the rest of the month through November, but we ended up suffering an injury to our star power forward Christian Wood. So if you notice, he's going to be out for about 9 days, and instead of fumbling through the rest of that episode, shifting around our depth chart, we figured we ended it short. So with that injury, it really brought to mind that we needed to bring in a big man. We are also at the 15-man limit. So I was pondering, who am I going to cut? I need to make a move. And while we do need a big man, our young Brazilian Bruno here is not really getting it done for us. He's not a rebounder. He hasn't been finishing very well. A decent defender, but nothing too crazy. So even though he does have a 2-year, $2.2 million contract, we're going to part ways with young Bruno here. So let's head over to our roster. Bruno is got to go. So now that we're down to 14 men on the roster, I've already done some scouting of the current free agents, and we're not making this move as a marketing ploy by any means. But the 7'5" Tacko Fall is sitting in the free agency market. 2-star current rating, shows a little bit of potential left over. He's a decent shot blocker, a good defender, and he's a little bit better of a rebounder. And while the ratings don't really jump out of the screen at you, that 7'5", 311-pound frame definitely does. So I definitely believe that in this engine, the size does matter. So I think signing Tacko, having him play some backup center minutes, could help our rebounding woes, our defensive woes on the interior. And I think that's going to be something we see how it works out this season, and maybe we bring him back or maybe not. Who knows? So let's sign Tacko to a regular contract. So let's go back over to our contract page anyways, because there were a couple things we wanted to look at here. RJ Barrett being a second-year man. He's got a rookie option. We're definitely going to exercise that to pick up his 4th year. So we have him under contract for the next 3 years. $10.9 million is a bit pricey, especially if he doesn't reach some of his potential, but we're a rebuilding team. We want to keep the young assets under contract as long as possible. Then we'll take a look at Obi. We'll extend him for the 3rd year, and of course extend him again for the 4th year. So he's under contract for this year and 3 more. And he'll be the only one under our contract salary books for the year 2023, because there's no way we are picking up that $20.9 million for Eric Gordon, assuming he's still on our roster by then. Kevin Porter Jr., who's been playing fairly well for us so far. Obviously the numbers are a bit underwhelming as of right now, but with John Wall out the door, maybe we start to see Kevin Porter Jr. play a bit of a more important role for us. So we're going to extend his rookie option as well. So that's all we have for some of our moves at this point. Now we have to go and reconfigure our depth chart now that we have Tacko in the mix. Christian Wood is out. So I think what we're going to do is I'm going to toss Tacko right into the starting lineup. And he's not going to play a full complement of minutes here. We're going to need to see Kelly Olynyk come back and play some more. But I think just having Tacko out there to kind of start the game, start the halves, might be a nice way to boost our defense just a bit. But I still want Olynyk to finish it out. So at 26, Kevin Porter's playing 30 minutes off the bench. Olynyk's going to play 26. And a couple of swing men, Eric Gordon and Mike James, playing a few minutes. Jae'Sean Tate. It's not too bad. I'm pretty intrigued at getting Kevin Porter Jr. a few more point guard minutes, but his handle and passing just isn't there yet. It's tough to think about him in the sim engine after watching him play for the Rockets in the NBA so far and seeing him play some of that, point guard position for the Rockets. So we're gonna have to play to his strengths right now and keep him on the wing for most of his minutes here. So with that change, with Taco in the lineup, we're going to get away from this passive defensive strategy. And I think we're going to go straight man-to-man. We don't want to play anything too crazy. We've given up way too many jump shots. So between the passive strategy that we're going to change there and some of our zone defense, I think that's going to make a big difference for us. We also want to get away from this perimeter focus, with Christian Wood, RJ Barrett, Kevin Porter Jr., Obi Toppin. We're not really those three-point gunners that we started out with. So I think, what does the grind look like? Pretty evenly distributed, some ball movement. Pull-ups and post-ups. Grind is a very interesting choice for us. Post focus, but not right now, and not with Christian Wood out of the lineup. Balance is interesting as well, but you know what? I think we're going to go grind here and see if we can really work. But do we want all those post-ups without Christian Wood as well? Let's go balance for now and see how that works out. So I want to go to my office. I'm going to bring this zone defense down quite a bit. We're not that run and gun offense anymore, so I might slow the pace. We want to crash the defensive boards because we need some serious help there. We're not a talented offensive rebounding team, so we'll bring that down just a bit. And we'll see how that goes. So let's see if we can finish off this month without any disasters. And of course, we have an invalid roster. Interesting. Not quite sure what the roster problem is here. Let's try it again. Missing a player. Oh, there it is. Look at garbage time. We were missing a center for garbage time. Taco, come on down. Alright, let's try this again. Should be good to go. Let's finish off the month. Let's get into December. See how this goes. Oh, and actually before we do that, I wanted to make strategy change, because if we notice on Taco, if he's going to be a bit of a project for us, if we have time to develop here, he is all inside, no outside shooting, and that's exactly where we want him. And notice he does a lot of passing, a lot of posting up, but 6% catch and shoot, pull-up jumpers 1%, drive and shoot is 1%. We don't want him to do anything but post up here. So, strategy. Taco, where you at? There he is. Taco Fall, 1 month. Post up more at the expense of catch and shoot. Do that. So hopefully we can get him to just full-time post-up player. Don't ever leave the paint. Alright, let's try this again. And we lost. Back-to-back losses for this session. Nothing too unexpected. Oh, a win over the Spurs. That's interesting. In-state rival. Obi, play of the game, 26 and 6, not too bad. Taco, 14 and 6. RJ, efficient from the field, but 8 for 16 from the line is ugly, to say the least. Not too bad. And in this roster file, there is no LaMarcus Aldridge after he retired, so clearly the Spurs looking for a big man to fill that void. So solid win there, but I am interested to see how those other two games went. Right here. Oh, we got stomped by Atlanta. Trae Young is just unstoppable in this engine. 37, 7, and 11. Onyeka Okongwu, 14 and 8. Nice young big man there. Love to get him in Houston. Obi had himself a game. Taco played pretty well, but 14 and 7 with the block for Taco. But notice the minus 30. That just means he must be getting picked on. And did Kelly Olynyk pick up a minor injury in this one? Because Taco went the distance for 48 minutes here. The big man must be dying. Wow. KPJ, a no-go either. So, interesting. See if we picked up any injuries on that. Yep, Olynyk out for 9 days. We cannot catch a break here, huh? Well, it looks like Obi might have to play some center minutes unless we really want to run Taco into the ground. But how many days left? Christian Wood's out 2 days, so let's see if we can sim 2 more days and get Wood back into the lineup. Luckily, no game this day. But we do have one away at the Toronto/Tampa Raptors. So, you know what? Let Taco go. Let him play. Boy, what a game. He must have gone the full distance with these numbers. So let's take a look. Taco, 21 points, 24 rebounds, 9 of 20 from the field, 11 offensive rebounds. See, the ratings aren't there for Taco as far as rebounding and defensively, but I think that size is a huge reason why he's crushing it on the glass. Clearly, it didn't do much to help us win this game. These are empty stats, as they would say, but still interesting to see him play like this. Obi, 18 and 7 with the block. I love to see that 5 and 9 from deep. That's beautiful. RJ Barrett, I like to see that the grind offense has taken away. No, we went more balanced, but still, he's taking way less threes than we were used to seeing. But 2 for 10 from the field, not so good. Not going to get it done. Kyle Lowry still balling out. Fred VanVleet. Well, that was a tough stretch, but oh, look at this. Another injury. Jayshawn Tate out 9 days with a strained calf. Daniel House, probable. So I guess we can keep him in the lineup for a bit. See how that plays out. But we do get Christian Wood back, which is a beautiful sight. So Taco, you're going to relinquish those starting minutes. Let's see. Yeah, let's get Christian Wood back in there. 32 minutes a night. I could also throw him. Yeah, so Daniel House is going to come out. So we can throw him a power forward minute there. So I'm thinking, let's get the veteran Eric Gordon in. Get him some minutes. He's got to play all the House minutes. missing here? Some power forward minutes. So you know what? We can get away with Christian Wood playing those. And getting Taco. Okay, so that checks out. Jay Shante. Wow, we are decimated with injuries right now. So you know what? Let's get Avery Bradley to play a little bit. Again, more veterans. We'll let Obi play no matter what. Whew, this is ugly. 9 days, 7 days, 5 days. Let's play the week out, see how this goes. No, we'll do a few more than that. 7 days, play it out, see how we go. Whoa, big win over Phoenix. Close loss to the Kings. A win over the lowly Cavaliers. Okay, not too bad. I'd like to see that win over the Suns. The Suns are a juggernaut in this engine, so I'd like to see how that one went. 14-point win at home over the Suns. Welcome back, Christian Wood. 37-14. Obi continues to scorch. 22-9. 2 steals, 2 blocks, 2 assists. Love it. Backcourt struggling to shoot in this one, but we still got away with the win. KPJ off the bench. Nice game. Really held Chris Paul in check here. Looks like no DeAndre Ayton, so that's a huge factor into why we probably won that game. Well, that's where we're going to end it right here. We'll pick it up when we come back and continue on to the season.